thanks so much for sticking around with the program on this wet Monday morning. Raining on the outside, not sure what's happening in your neck of the woods. Nevertheless, hope you had a chance to listen to our conversation with the Honorable President David Granger earlier in the program, and you were able to take away something from that conversation. Maybe you had a question on your mind, and I'm trusting that it was answered in the conversation. If it wasn't, well, the next time when he returns. Well, join us on set this morning. Many, many years ago, she was here, and this morning she's back. You know, we're gonna have some old-time gap on the couch here. That's why I come to the program, Miss Malika Natasha Ramsey. Malika, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Handel.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I must say thank you for having me. I must also say congratulations to you. Congratulations. So basically two things. First off, congratulations for doing such a great job on First Look. I was saying to someone that I remember Handel was for want of a better term,
I tell people how I started. Yeah, I tell people how I
thing.
started. I go back from when I first came here. It was filing the tapes.
Yes.
A lot of persons didn't know that. I'm like, and I was like, oh God.
Yeah, I remember
because
after a while you hated it because you felt that you were being stifled. But I think it propelled you into great things. Yeah, it did propel you into great things. So congratulations, for staying the course. Not many young persons can boast about stability, especially in these difficult times. Also, congratulations on, I think you're the first one, being the first one
we are celebrating, y'all.
being the first one to interview our new president, the 8th executive president of Guyana, President Brigadier David.
He had me
Congratulations
after the program. We were talking here, and he says, Handel, are you sure I'm the 8th executive president? And then he started counting.
Yeah.
He said Arthur Chung, and then we went through, and then we went at number 9. And I said no. Archie Chung was the previous.
Oh, so he tested you.
So so he's standing
there. So wonderful. So congratulations on that. It for you to be trusted with such an interview, it shows that you have really, really grown, and I am very proud of you because I knew you before you were Handel the journalist.
HD. But anyhow, like in all of that, what I try not to, and I tell people I try my best to remain humble.
Yeah.
Amidst it all, I try my best to remain humble and don't allow the lights, the camera, and the microphone to get up.
Exactly.
Upstairs.
Yeah. You remain down to earth. Handel, thanks for giving me the opportunity to sit here. I want to take this opportunity, even though I have done it, I would have done it on one of my programs. Again, I want to take this opportunity to thank the young people, especially senior citizens. I have no problems with you, but this morning,
she has no problem with you.
No, Mrs. Fredericks is young. She's young at heart, and they always say a woman is as young as she feels. So I want to say thank you very much to all our youth supporters out there, our youth voters. It is because of you that Brigadier David Granger is now the president of Guyana. I urge you to continue to support us and continue cheering us on. Not only support us, but support yourselves. Ensure that you do your best to become productive citizens in our nation, because I know it would have been tough in the past 2 decades, but now you have an opportunity to do better. I can promise you, I know the Brigadier is committed to ensuring that you have a good life. So he will certainly provide those opportunities for you. You can take advantage of those opportunities. At the same time, don't expect handouts. I know the former government would have placed you in that position whereby you sit and you expect a handout. You're begging for everything and you expect it to be given.
So
our government is Yes, he is going to teach us to fish. Our government is going to be a hard-working one that will provide opportunities so that, we're not going to support cronyism and nepotism. So young people, again, thank you very, very much, and you can look forward to those opportunities being provided as we gradually move towards developing our nation.
But Malika, you've been around the Brigadier for some time. What kind of man is he for persons who really don't know?
The first word that comes to mind is humble. And why I'm using humble, it may sound like an overused word or an overused term. I'm saying humble because this is a man for me, and I posted it on Facebook, and I was telling someone, this is a man who is knowledgeable in so many areas when it comes to history. We call him a historian, even though he doesn't necessarily wear the cap of a historian, but we call him a historian. But even though he is so knowledgeable, he's so brilliant, so experienced, he still manages to remain humble. He's like, an ordinary human being, not a president that you can't touch or you have to be so, he rubs shoulders with the ordinary man, and he understands the plight of the ordinary man and the ordinary woman.
I noticed he came here this morning with no outriders or anything like that. I was taken back.
Yeah, well, I was shocked since yesterday because I got a call that he also apparently he went to church and he drove himself. So, but that is the man he is. We know that he has to get those things for his own safety, for his own security. But for him, it is not about the sirens, the cars, the lights, the cameras. It is not about that. For him, it's about providing a good life for Guyanese citizens, providing a good life for the ordinary man. That is what he has been promising people, and that's one of the other things that I would have admired about him. From 2011 to now, even though we did not win those elections in 2011, from 2011 to now, he has been preaching the same message. He's committed to that and he hasn't wavered. And this is how you know someone is real. He's not a fake. He's not going to change his policy or change his position just to suit a particular circumstance. He's real.
Malika, do you think he will go down being one of the best
Yes,
presidents Ghana ever?
yes. I am saying that even though it's not even been a week since he has been the president. He will go down. He has a plan.
Working day in office.
Today is his first working day. He has, and I tell people again, on the campaign trail, we say that some of us would say that we promise you this and we promise you that. For him, it's not about promises. It's a plan. These things are plans that he would have put in place since 2011, and now he has the support of Moses Nagamutu and the Alliance for Change, so he will definitely take this nation forward, and at the end of his tenure he will definitely go down as one of the best presidents. I mean, that's my opinion. Some people may disagree with me, that is fair, but I tell people too, he is one of my mentors. I think he's the best one without even knowing it. So because I've learned so much from him over the years, so we can't do better than that at this point.
I'm hoping that maybe 10 years down the road we can come back, we can talk right here, and we can make an analysis how he would have governed Guyana. Do you see him changing and becoming naughty?
No. Haughty?
Haughty, sorry.
No.
Haughty,
no.
sorry.
I don't think it is in his DNA. They say in Guyana, our term, we use the term, you don't put your head on a block for people, you don't swear for anybody. But I don't see it. This is a man who would have been exposed to a bigger world, a greater world than we would have been exposed to. And if all those years he hasn't become haughty, or as we like to say, stuck up, I don't see it happening now. That is not him. He is, David Granger is the real deal. He is.
Have you had a chance to go to your new office?
Handel, I don't know what you mean about what you mean by new office. I mean, we're still working as a team.
Yes, but are you going to remain at campaign headquarters?
Definitely no, because campaign headquarters in Queenstown, that was just that was for campaign purposes. Before that, my office, well, it's originally at Congress Place, but of course, remember, I would have been the brigadier, now the president, would have been serving two offices then. He was the leader of the PNCR, and he's also the leader of the opposition. So I would have been bouncing between Congress Place, that's in Sophia, and Hatfield Street. I don't know now where this new journey will take me, but whatever it is,
you're
once I get
prepared
to work,
and you're looking forward.
I feel proud right now. I woke up this morning and it hit me again. I feel proud right now to say that I am a government worker. I am working for the government of Guyana. I am just excited about that. I am working for President Granger.
Hold on. You're not too concerned if it is you're getting 37,000 a month. You're not. It's not going to be the case. It's not going to be the case. But
no, for me, I tell people, Handel, and this is not only about politics. If it was ever about the money for Malika Ramsey, I would have been long gone. I would have migrated a long time ago because, as you know, I started in this business in terms of television production since a decade ago, 2005. And we know it was a hard road. And in 2005, my mind, my body, my soul, nothing was nowhere near politics. So for me, it was never about the money and the glitz and the glamour and all of that. So I don't see myself changing either.
Great. Malika, what's the feeling like as you move around the country? You go places and so on. Maybe you head to the market, you head to the shop. What are you hearing from people? Because you must hear people talking. It's two things. One, people are glad. They're very happy that we have a change. There are some people who are not necessarily David Granger supporters, but at the same time, they're happy that we have a change. And the change came through a collaboration, a coalition. There are other persons who are honestly still in
celebratory mode. I was coming this morning and about 2 vehicles passed me and I was shocked. They still have the APNU flags flying out their window, and you know, I was amazed. I mean, I understand some people still have bumper stickers because that's going to take time to come off. For example, I still have bumper stickers, but to see people still have the flags flying out their windows, I'm like, these people have really, really welcomed this change and embraced this change. And you know, apart from thanking the young people who would have voted for us, I'd also like to thank our, especially youth candidates. You know, we have done such a great job. I mean, Christopher Jones, James Bond, Tabitha Sarabo, what's his name? Mr. Ross, Mark Ross. There's so many others. There's Annette Ferguson. There's Alicia Rukna-Ryan. We have come together and we did such a great job. There's even Ryan Belgrave and the GYSM Respect My Vote team. I would like to also thank them and to remind them that we need to hold each other now accountable. And in this situation, we need to be our brothers and our sisters' keeper. We need to pull each other up because, again, we went to the population and we asked the young persons to vote for us. So we now need to set that example and live up to the standard that they themselves would have already set.
Malika, in closing, finally, are you a bit disappointed that the People's Progressive Party Civic has not really reached out to the new government to work along just yet?
Honestly, no. I can't say that I'm disappointed, but for the benefit of the people who are still supporting them, I trust that they do. I mean, David Granger has already said that he's the president of Guyana, not the president of APNU, AFC supporters. He's the president for all persons. So I trust that they would eventually accept the olive branch, as we call it, that would have been extended to them. If they don't, fine, fair enough. I am in a mode where I have moved beyond the People's Progressive Party Civic. They can't hurt me anymore. They can't hurt this nation anymore. They are no longer in charge. So whether they want to come on board or not, they can suit themselves. But I am looking at moving forward and playing whatever little role it may be in helping to develop our nation and to help the country.
Are you heading to Parliament?
Handel, again, I'm going to complain to Mrs. Patrick afterwards. I don't know why he's asking me these difficult questions.
Come on, you're talking to the Brigadier. You're wrong him. I mean, Brigadier.
No, I have no idea. The Brigadier is very, very professional.
Okay.
He deals on a professional level. He treats all his staff members as equal. So there's nobody who's going to get first preference or second preference. It's based on your qualifications, your experience, and your ability to function. Whether I go or not, I will, at the end of the day, I will still be Malika Ramsey working with a Partnership for National Unity, Alliance for Change. And I'm telling you, that is what is just giving me, it might seem like a little thing, but it's giving me joy to say, oh my God, I work for the government of Guyana. I work for President Brigadier David Granger. I can't ask for anything more.
Malika, thanks so much for being here this morning.
You are very welcome. Thanks for having me.
No problem at all. You helped to make our morning.
Okay.
God bless you.
Great,
all right, this is all the time we've got to spend you on the program for today, being the 18th of May in the year 2015. Whatever it is you got planned for today, we're trusting you're going to try your best to get it out of the door. We see you back here tomorrow, Tuesday, all being well, that is. So until then, take care. Bye-bye, everybody.